Hey everyone. So I'm going to go meet my friend Amy, and we're going to teach Amy how to ride the Electrom. This will be her first time ever on the Electrom. So I'm pretty excited to see what she thinks of it and to see how she does, because not everybody gets it quickly. You know, as I say, most people who can ride a bike can figure out how to ride the Electrom in a couple of minutes, but then you need some time to get used to it. And so we've booked about an hour and a half for Amy to practice on the Electrom. And I'm really excited to see how she does. So let's go check it out. Okay, we're here with Amy. Amy is a brand new Electrom rider, and we're just going to go over the bike. So, Amy, to turn the Electrom on, you lift up the cowling, reach forward, and the big red switch there turns it on.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's on. Bring the cowling down. On your screen here, we're seeing your current battery voltage, which is 83 volts. So you basically got a nice full battery. It's a 72 volt system, and full is like 84 volts. Over here is the kilometers traveled, and I'm going to zero this out for you because it'd be fun to see how many you cover today. And then here is your kilometers per hour.
Okay, right on.
This upper screen flashes back and forth between kilometers traveled, and SW stands for solar watts.
Okay.
And what that is we've co-opted this computer is able to measure the power that the controllers are drawing and everything else, but it also can measure power coming in from a solar panel.
Okay, if you had one.
If you had one.
Oh, okay.
But we're using that function to measure the human power that's being produced through the pedals.
Okay.
So you can see how much power you're producing, and it's an incentive. Basically, it's like, oh, I'm only making 40 watts. I should probably pick it up a bit. If you squeeze the brake lever, you will see this little brake lever symbol come on.
Yeah.
Okay. That seems a little redundant, like why would I look down there?
Yeah.
But there's a common thing that happens with people on the Electrom. They're parked on a hill, and they're trying to get going, and so they've got the brakes locked, and they've twisted the throttle, and nothing's happening.
Okay.
And that's happening because the brakes cancel the throttle.
Okay.
And so that little symbol is a little reminder. If you're like, why aren't I moving? And you look down at your console and you see that little brake symbol, you're like, oh, right, because the brakes are on.
Yeah, you've locked off the ability there,
So to get started on the Electrom, we've covered your brakes.
Yep.
We've covered your throttle.
Yep.
We should cover, yes, so your throttle is a twist throttle, and you pull it towards you.
Oh, okay.
And that would engage it.
Like I have now, so okay.
It's the same, actually, but it's just under the handlebar is a different inclination. If you think about it, your throttle on your bike now, you twist towards you, right?
Oh, yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
That's kind of a throttle convention. We try to observe that.
Yeah.
On your left hand, we have turn signals. So the yellow switch.
Yeah.
If you flip that up, then you're triggering your left turn signal, and you can see just flashing up there. There's a little reminder thing because you can't actually see the signals.
Okay.
And that is.
Oh, you can. Okay, good.
This yellow thing there.
So can I see it when I? Oh, yeah, kind of.
Most people can kind of see it. It's not super visible in the daytime, and then that is to the right.
Yeah.
And then in front of that is a button for your horn. Yeah.
Nice.
It's kind of lame, but, it's not bad. And then on your right hand, we also have a bell, which is an addition I've put on, and it's just for polite encounters on the bike path.
Okay.
When you don't want to nail somebody with the horn, you just ding, ding.
Let's give it a ring.
Yeah. You got it.
Oh, it's like that.
It's a hit and release.
Yeah, a manual.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the button right there. Oh, good.
Yep.
Got it?
Yeah. So that's basically it. Basically, the brakes cancel out the throttle.
Yeah. So
when in doubt, grab the brakes. If you're going to come to a sudden stop, you need to be ready to put your feet down, but we'll cover that in a minute. Okay. So for a first timer to get off of the center stand, what I'll have you do is hands on the handlebars, feet on the ground. Give yourself.
Hang on.
Oh yeah, put your goggles on.
Yeah, and we're just going to Outer Island first.
Well, we're not going anywhere yet.
Okay.
We're just coming down off the center stand. So, hand on the throttle, give it a twist. Feel the motor start to ramp up, and now release. Okay. So just do that a couple of times and get a sense of where the throttle actually becomes active. What's happening there.
Okay.
So.
Is the back wheel off the ground?
No, it's on the ground.
Okay.
But these are smart controllers. They will not burn themselves out if there's not enough. If they can't get the wheel moving within a certain amount of time, they'll say, hey, man, I'm not doing this.
Okay.
So to get off of the center stand, you've basically got to do a big chunk of throttle and then let go.
Oh, so it's going to kind of jump it off.
It doesn't jump it off, but you need to give the back wheel enough power to come up off the center stand.
Okay, so I'm going to get ready to put my feet down. Just like crank it?
Yep.
Ooh, got it.
There you go. So now you're balanced on your feet.
Yep.
Okay. And the nice thing about having a throttle control e-bike, especially for recumbent, one of the hardest things about a recumbent bicycle, a two-wheel recumbent bicycle, I should say, is the starting and stopping. How do you start to build up speed and get your feet up onto those pedals?
Right.
Well, because we've got a throttle, we don't have to get our feet up onto those pedals.
Just balance.
We just use our feet like big old outriggers. We just keep them out there until you're comfortable. And in learning how to ride the bike, don't even worry about pedaling.
Okay.
Okay. What you're going to get used to now is just the throttle and the brakes and the way the throttle ramps up and your signals and your mirrors, all those things. The pedaling is something you already know how to do on a bicycle. Right. We don't have to teach you to pedal. Okay. That will come later. Yeah. So to deploy the center stand, as long as we're here, you use one foot and you push the center stand down. And then use the other foot and push your way back up onto that center stand.
You got me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go with this foot then.
Okay.
I'm leaning over the other way a little bit.
Yeah, there you go. And push back.
Yep.
And that gets you up on the center stand. Okay. Now, when you become an advanced Electrom user, you actually, like I sit at stoplights on the center stand and I just hit the throttle and I roll away. It's very easy once you're used to it. It's not even an advanced thing. Once you become comfortable on the bike, you'll just leave and just roll away on the center stand. Okay. For now, let's get you back down with a big chunk of throttle and catch yourself with your feet. Okay. There, perfect. Even your second time, that was better. Okay, so now what I want you to do is just use the throttle, keep those feet out as outriggers, and just roll on down the road and just get a sense of the balance, and eventually you're going to be able to keep those feet up a little bit longer.
Okay, so so I gotta, I have to steer properly, right?
Yes, so steering is just like, just on your bike, turn right, you go right, turn left, you go left. And however.
Is it like sort of the faster you go, the easier it is to balance?
Absolutely. Just like any bike. Yeah. So you will want to, at first, absolutely take your time. There's no rush. Yeah. But you will eventually want to build up enough speed that you're actually creating that balance with the balance. So basically just start working your way down the street. Yep. And you can start to just kind of drag your foot. That's it. So come out into the middle of the road. Don't ham yourself into a corner.
Oh my God, it's way different than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, no, it's what I tell people is it requires the same balance as a bicycle. Yeah, but it's heavier, and because you've got a remote steer, it takes some experience.
Okay, because when I go like that, I go that way. That's also, isn't it also?
It's the exact same handling as a two-wheel bicycle, because that's what it is. Yeah. It's just the remote steer and the length, and it does weigh 150 pounds, so that makes a big difference. There you go, you're getting it. Okay, and let's do a practice stop. So come to a stop and catch yourself with your feet. There you go. You want to do a couple of those just to make sure that you're comfortable with that scenario as well. Yeah, no, so that was a good instinct, right? Which is, oh my gosh, things are going sideways, brakes, right? Not, oh, I can save it. Not, oh, I'm going to give it more power and see what happens. No, like it brakes.
Okay, so can I back up?
You can. And you're doing it exactly the way it does. It's kind of funny. It could have a reverse. It's just a question of adding a switch. Okay. But I did try it once, and it gets really weird backing up on a recumbent bike under power. Okay. It's better just to use your feet. So turn into the road. Come to me. There you go.
Counterintuitive for me.
Yeah, no, it's...
Oh God, I'm not...
Remember, it's It's exactly like a two-wheel bike. It's just heavier and slower.
Not exactly. It's like
Well, yeah, no, I mean, to be honest, it's not at all like a two-wheel bike.
no,
But the same, okay, come to a full stop, and we're going to turn to our right over here. So here's the thing.
yeah.
Try to think of it less like steering
Yeah.
a bicycle
Okay.
and more like perhaps steering a boat or flying an aircraft.
I think it's
Gentle maneuvers.
Yeah.
So we're going to turn a hard right corner.
which means I go like this.
Yep. And we'll just let this car go by.
Hopefully they are.
Looks like they're going by. And keep that foot down.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to keep both feet down.
Yeah.
And just kind of drag it around the corner. Keep your balance. And crank it around. That's it. Okay.
Turn that way.
Yeah. That's it. You just take the whole road. So I would say you probably are at a point now where you can try getting those feet up onto your pedals. Don't look down at them. Just put them up where they are. There you go. Let's keep our eyes on the road till we get past this intersection. There you go.
Hi, Andrea.
Now don't worry too much about pedaling. Remember your throttle sets your speed. Don't slow down so much you fall over. Keep your speed up. All right, get those feet up on the pedals. Okay.
Make it look real.
Yeah, so when you're pedaling, you're not going to feel any resistance until you're going over a certain RPM at the pedals.
Oh.
So pedal faster until you actually feel resistance. Yeah.
Okay. And the point is, I'm just getting some exercise.
You're getting some exercise. You're adding that centrifugal balance to the bike.
Right. Yeah.
And because you're a lifetime cyclist, it just feels natural and it'll make the rest of the bike feel better.
Right. Right. That's
Okay, let's get our speed up a little higher. The faster you go, the better the balance. All right, we'll come to a full stop. Yep. And then we'll take a left. Be ready with your feet. No, that's it. I mean, that's the thing, right? It's better to not fall over.
Yeah, I guess.
Right, so if you put them down as outriggers well in advance of stopping, and then you
Right.
just drag them, and then you come up to the stop sign.
Yeah.
And yeah, when you become a more advanced user, then you'll just put them down at the last minute. But
Yeah.
when you're learning,
Yeah.
better to have them out and be ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, so that was a little bit more high speed. How'd that feel?
Great.
Right on. Okay.
That's super awesome.
So on this next pass, let's do the same again.
Okay.
While we're down here,
Yeah.
and maybe even up on Central, using your mirrors, you can check and make sure there's no cars behind you.
Okay.
What I want you to do is I want you to practice doing gentle zigzag turns.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to get a sense of what steering by choice feels like. Because so far we've been steering because the road tells us we have to,
Yeah.
which means that you're just basically you're doing what's prescribed.
Yeah.
And when you start just fooling around and doing a little S turns and stuff, that's when you start to actually be able to feel what the steering part of it feels like, and you're not just staying on the road.
Okay.
So let's give that a shot as we cruise along. And
Right.
yeah, we'll do the same loop again, and only turn as much as you feel comfortable. Don't push it too far.
Yeah.
And you're going to start to feel the sense of the weight and the balance of the bike. So you go ahead. That's it, doing great. Okay, awesome. So we're now, I don't know, like 45 minutes in.
Yeah.
Are you feeling a little more confident? coming together?
Yeah.
Excellent. One of the things you just mentioned was a lot like skiing.
Yeah.
And that is a very apt analogy that I sometimes forget.
Yeah, it's got that feeling of wrapping your pole around a mogul or something.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's carry on then.
Right, this way? Same way?
Yeah. Okay, so now corners.
A little more technique with corners.
No, you're doing fine, but I think we should go do some.
Okay.
So let's wind our way through. You pick the route, and just let's do some corners through the subdivision.
Okay.
And just to get you more comfortable. Yeah. So remember that when you're going around a corner, it's that acceleration up and out of the corner that keeps you stable.
Right.
So when in doubt, slow down more than you need to coming in so that you've got room to accelerate out.
Yeah.
And just like a car. Okay, that's it. Accelerate through. Keep that power up. There you go. That's it. Okay. Awesome. Good job, Amy.
Yeah. I even adjusted the mirror.
There you go. While riding, it's one of those subconscious things. It's like, oh, I need to adjust that.
Yeah, exactly.
So that was go stand by the bike. So Amy, that was about an hour and a quarter from zero experience to now.
Yeah.
I know we talked a little bit about just kind of the tension that you feel in your body.
Yeah.
But otherwise, how does it feel at the end here?
I love it.
Right on.
I love it. I love being in the open air and motoring along.
Right on.
Super awesome.
So the next step would be when you're ready, we'll bring you down to pavement and I'll just set you free on your own for an hour or two.
Okay.
Or maybe I'll come with you for the first little bit and then set you free.
Okay.
And then just allow you to run a few errands, do what you want to do. And because what I tend to tell people is that first couple of hours is getting used to the bike.
Yeah.
Getting over the utter terror you feel from such a unique and different position, and actually becoming comfortable.
Yeah.
And then you kind of rest, you let that seep into your brain a little bit, and then you go back out the next day and you cement that new knowledge with some more experience.
Yeah, and also, just the mindset shifts around a lot when you're when you're new to everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
All right, here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.